Hi, welcome to Go On to UK, and today I'm going to be fitting the sub and amp. Now this is quite an easy mod. I've already fitted it. I'm just going to show you guys step by step how you can fit one. But first of all, I'm just going to wash the van because she's absolutely filthy. So here we have the sub, which is a 12-inch, an amplifier and a wiring kit. Now if you're from the UK, I'd get the wiring kit from Halfords. If you're watching from America, I think Home Depot sell wiring kits. It's straightforward. They're all the wires are colour coded, and I'll show you where they go and what they do. So in your wiring kit, you've got a blue cable, which is your remote cable. That turns, so when you put your key in the ignition, it turns the amp on. When you turn your key off, it turns the power off, so it doesn't drain your battery. Your red cable, which have built-in fuses, that's your power lead, okay? And then of course, you've got your brown wire, which is your earth, okay? You're gonna have to ground it. So first things first is we need to put power from your battery to the amp. So I'll show you what I've done on the Connect. So as you can see here, I've got this red power cable and I've connected it to the plus side of the battery, okay? When you're doing this, just disconnect your battery. So you've got your red cable and it'll have the fuse holder, okay? The fuse holder has to be quite close to the battery, okay? Take the fuse out while you're installing this. Now the hardest part of this installation is trying to get this power cable through the bulkhead and down into the inside the car. So what I've done, I've found a grommet at the back of the bulkhead. I've took that apart and I've threaded the power cable through, which is took it down through by the door and back in under the dash. So there it is. It comes down the side of the wing into the grommet, and then it's gone through and under here, this plastic part of the car, which then has gone along the side of the seat. You can just see that the red wire has gone into the back of the cab. So that's the longest part you've got to do. So you've got power going from your battery to the back of the car. So you just leave that for one moment. The next thing you're going to need now is the remote cable. So this is just a cut off piece. So this is the blue cable. This goes from the amp to the stereo. Now, a lot of people will connect them to a cigarette lighter, but on my aftermarket Sony stereo, there is a wire which turns it on and turns it off. So I've just cut the end off and spliced it into the back of the stereo, taped it up, and then I run this cable then to the back of the car to the amp. So once that's done, in the pack I haven't got anything now, but I'll show you a picture now of an output cable. The output cable goes to the back of the stereo, and again thread it through your dash to the back of the car, because that output cable goes to the back of the sub. Then you've got your brown wire, which is your ground. So again, find a nut from probably a seat belt, connect that to it, and then the other end will go to the amp. So now all your cables should be at the back of the car, either in your boot or, in my case, in the back of the van. So any good amp will have these. So you've got your ground, which is your brown wire, your remote, which just turns it on and off, which is your blue wire, and then you've got your power cable, which is the red. 25 amp fuse, connect them all up. On the other side, you've got your volume controls. These two sockets are your output cables. So you've got an output going from the back of the stereo, and then they plug in to here. So that gives you the power. Then you'll have your speakers. So whether you're connecting a sub or you're connecting 6x9 speakers at the back. So again, right and left. So you'll need some wire. Again, it comes with the kit, so it looks a bit like this. So I'm connecting it up to the sub. 2 wires, one in the left, one in the right. So once they've joined up, I've got that, and that goes into the sub. So on any sub, you'll find there's these, they unscrew and they've got holes. You just slide them inside like so, and then tighten them up. So normal wire goes into the sub and into the back of the amp, left and the right, that's your speaker. Connect everything up, and then put the fuses back in, and then hey presto, the light should come on your amp, and it should sound something like this. So there you go. So hopefully if you follow me step by step, you will have a kick-ass stereo, just like what I've got. So just don't forget to make sure you disconnect your battery when you're installing all these cables, because you might damage your sub or your amp. So don't forget, if you've enjoyed it, give me a like. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.